Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. I like that. That makes me tingle. That really gets you pumped up. Hello, everybody. Tell your friends. Tell your relatives. Tell your grandparents that Senning Show is filling in for JP on a Monday. My name is John Senning. That guy you're used to hearing during this time frame. He is a marathon man that does it all damn day. His name is Dizzy. You want to interact with us? 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. And you can watch the program if you didn't know. Head over to the 1025 The Bone YouTube or Facebook page. Get up in the comments, participate, and watch the radio. What a thing.
3 days, 12 hours, 58 minutes.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, dude, we are in the countdown of all countdowns when it comes to the Bone Beach Bash. We just left we had to bounce early. It's so weird. I can't tell you the last time before the Beach Bash stuff when all of the members of the Bone staff were in a meeting together, and now we've had our second one in the span of 3 weeks. Everybody working through the details, figuring out exactly where everybody needs to be at what time, but there is more power and excitement and preparation behind this event than probably any event I've ever seen with my own two eyes, and that's coming from Promo John himself. Very, very excited to I just wanted to be here. Like, it's not. There's been so much anticipation. Was that countdown clock? Was that right? What was it?
I think it's for midnight of that day.
Okay.
So technically, right at 12 when it hits.
Yeah.
But it was 3 days, 12 hours, 58 minutes.
That seems very, very quick. That seems like it will be here before you know it. So, again, if you don't have a room, you can still come out, party with us all day Friday, all day Saturday. And make sure you make your plans. Now, I would say Uber. If you got to not worry about driving, that would be your best bet. So go ahead and do that rather than having to find a parking spot, which shouldn't be an issue, but still just to Uber out and hang all day on Saturday. I don't think we learned too much new in the meeting today. I don't believe. It was really just kind of solidifying everything. The shows are going to be live all day on Friday. I think our buddies Matt and Zach are going to pop by the show again on Friday to hype up their performance on Friday night. I think our friend Mo DeWitt is going to swing by. We've got a pretty fun idea for him where we will give him potential crimes we might commit over the weekend, and he will help us through them legally. We'll have Danielle as well, so the show will be great. And then going into Friday night, obviously the pig roast. I will say this. I've said it once, and I will let it be known again, just so we can decrease the amount of pissed off people. The pig roast is for the people who are staying in the hotel.
Yes.
If you are staying in the hotel and you have a room in the hotel, you'll get a little wristband. But don't be Karening up the joint if you roll up in there not staying in the hotel and they tell you can't get the pig roast. There's a full-blown restaurant and bar, and you'll be able to eat a delightful dinner. But the pig roast that is provided by Wild Fork and Brisket Shop, that is for people who have a room, and they will have a wristband. So
and it tops out at 2. So if you squeezed more people into your room, that's worth noting. You don't all get a wristband. Yeah. It's 2 per room.
Two per room, which was technically how many people were supposed to be in your room. I would imagine you'll hear more about that in the coming days. Did you hear it all? And I only caught the very, very end, and let me just say, dude, days like today, and I've been saying this more and more the older that I get, dude, I am like I don't know what species is the most routine. Anything that knocks me off my routine, I'd start spiraling. Like I felt like I might as well have had to wake up in the middle of the night today to start by the way that it just totally knocked me off my world to be here at 11. And that's your schedule every day. So
you're a creature of habit.
I really am. It's like I like to do what I do the same goddamn thing every day. Like literally every day, the same thing. I wake up, I drink my coffee, I prep the show, I sweat either in my own little thing or at the sauna. I get ready. I come here. It's a whole thing every single day. And today I'm just I'm off my rocker a little bit.
Since this is the final week leading up to it, is there things you're doing to prepare yourself for that, whether it's eating
this whole week feels like we're doing nothing but preparing. I mean, Danielle, and you'll see this firsthand. When we go anywhere, Like Danielle likes to have a hotel room or anywhere we go set up like our home.
Okay.
Like she will, when you see our room, like this is what she does. Like she will have 15 different drink varieties. She will have our clothes put away in the drawers.
Oh, in the drawers?
Oh, dude, she is a in the drawers. That's a hot button conversation.
That is.
She puts it away. It's like we're living there. She's like, this is our home for 2 days. So we've got list upon list of different beverages, and that's not to mention, yes, I've been trying to eat better. I've just the last few weeks specifically, and I will get my beard trimmed. I am going for. I told you this. I don't think I said it on the air. I'm going for a pedicure as well.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I'll get my toes looking right and tight, and all of that. So just anytime. In my mind, when I'm building up to something like this, like it's just everything is leading up to that moment. So we'll be here doing shows, and it'll be an awesome week. But I feel like really this whole week is just building towards Friday and the weekend ultimately.
What is one thing that you could forget at this for this weekend at home, and it'll ruin your whole weekend, basically?
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, I mean, outside of, I would say like my pack of doobies, but they're going to be everywhere, so we'll be covered there. Probably my Kong. Probably the Kong, which I just ordered a new one.
Okay.
I ordered a fresh one that will debut at the Beach Bash, and it's bright orange. I'm very excited because really I won't need too much.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's really going to be the party favors and the things that are pivotal to the party. And if I forgot my Kong behind, I feel like that would be a vibe killer. I have another.
Will you, before you continue, will you rinse it through with bleach and stuff like that?
So it's
because last time I heard,
so
people all got the flu from it.
Well, it's so funny because I was buying a new one, and I was talking to my wife about it, and I said, I should get two. I'm like, so then if like people want a Kong
and race and
then we can have two. And I talked myself out of that. She's like, what if we just got a second tube? Because the tube like pops out and pops in. And I'm like, I don't know, that just feels weird. But either way, I have a secondary tube. So I was trying to think of other ways to clean it. But I'm just also mentally prepared that I'm going to be sharing a lot of germs with a lot of people. I think we're going to be so on top of each other in so many situations, soaking in the stew of the pools. That it's going to happen no matter way. So by the time I've got a few in me, I'll be looking to share my Kong hose all day, all day long, no matter what. But I was getting to the fact that I only heard a second of it because my schedule was messed up. That the Mike Calta show was running through like the most likely to. Did you hear any of these?
No.
And I didn't get a lot of it, but I caught the very end of it. And I will just tell you the one thing that I heard. It was most likely to embarrass themselves.
Oh.
And all I actually heard, nobody really seemed to have a strong answer, but Gio did speak up first, and he had a name.
And it was me?
It was Dizzy.
Oh, that's okay. I don't think so. Embarrass myself like I'm going to feel embarrassed, or people feel embarrassed for me.
I don't know.
There's a difference.
They didn't. Well, and I will say, Carmen, she shrilled for you where she said, "No, I think after the cruise and everything, I think Dizzy's going to be in the cut and not be trying to bring major attention to himself during this venture."
Yeah, if anything, if we're going off any personality to show up, it's going to be Spike.
Spike was brought up, and I think they got into the debate of who or how or if Spike was going to be there ultimately.
He will.
And I was going to say, of course he'll be there. The other one that I heard them mention was most likely to get in a fight.
Like just any fight, whether it's verbal altercation or like physical.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, here's my thing that I can very easily foresee, and it's not rocket science, and I hope that it doesn't happen. But people get boozed up, and I can see somebody approaching a Monica or maybe even a Drew and going up to them and going, "Oh, why, whatever," and then them not really wanting to deal with that. Not that it would come to any sort of physical altercation, but I can see some sort of disagreement, to call it the least, between people once they've once you get people that have been drinking, like they started in the morning and they've been in the sun all day, by Saturday night, like it's going to be the land of the Walking Dead around there. I mean, it is going to be there are going to be people that have been putting them down who will say things that they would normally not say.
I think what's going to happen, it's not going to be so much people telling certain personalities how they really feel about them. I think it's going to be someone way too comfortable what they think the way they think they could approach a personality. For example, I heard on a cruise, I don't know which one it was, but someone put Galvin in a headlock.
Oh.
They thought it would be funny.
Oh.
Like, they just walked up to him and like, and Galvin's like, what are you doing, you idiot? I think something like that will happen.
Yeah, that feels like it could be me. Because something about me, I give off energy that it's because I do like to roughhouse a little bit. So I give off roughhouse playful energy. And then people want to come and, tweak my nipples and put their hands down my pants and all that sort of stuff, which if I'm in the right place, maybe I'll be okay with it. But I think you're spot on. That seems like another scenario that could happen where people get a little too comfortable.
What I'm going to do for this beach bash, the same thing I did for the last Calta cruise, where me and Nicole had this idea that we made a bingo card.
Oh, are you doing the bingo card?
We're going to do a beach bash bingo card.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we should come up with ideas of like what people are going to see and they could get a little thing for. And then I'm going to put that on social media and see if people will play along.
Well, I think first, if I can give you a couple just basic ideas, is like some tease. Is somebody going to pop the top? Are we going to see some breastises? Vomit.
Vomit's a good one.
Will you see someone vomiting in a public space?
Yes.
Which I think is probably fairly likely to happen.
Someone falling over. Drunkenly falling over.
Man, I'm trying to think of something that could take place in the pool specifically. People are going to be peeing in the pool.
Yeah, but there's no proof of that.
It would be great if, like, as a joke, the station, I don't know if this is even a real thing, where you, like, put something in the pool that makes it a certain color.
I heard that's not true.
It could be an urban legend, or if it's a certain chemical. But I would say it would be a joke, but then we'd all just be mortified by the fact that the 100 people in the pool are all peeing at the same time.
Yeah, it just turned that color. I'm not doing that.
All the same time. Well, that's exciting. So you are doing the bingo card.
Yes.
I do have to give a very, very special shout out. I felt like I've been missing out for a very long time. I had my first experience at the Brisket shop in Tampa over the weekend, and it truly, honestly felt like one of the greatest places on earth. If that's what they call Disney World, that's what the Brisket shop is to me. I was hanging out with Maiko, who had Monica on the show, and honestly, I was on the air a little bit, but I think I only ended up doing like 2 segments with them because Danny from the Brisket shop, who is an absolute sweet, sweet man and one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. When you meet somebody who does what they do so well and they care so much about what they do, it's just a really, really cool thing to be around. And maybe I've just been jaded by being around the restaurant business for so long and seeing people that work in kitchens and cook that just kind of are, they're gruff. They're not super warm people. Danny, he's back there killing it, slaving over these hot pits, having the greatest time of his life, cooking some of the best food you've ever had in your life. So we got to have some of the brisket and the food from the Brisket shop, but the really cool thing we did was Wild Fork brought out some food. So we brought out some tri-tips and some thick-ass ribeyes, and then Danny and I actually cooked them. So we spent a lot of time while they were broadcasting cooking these tri-tips and ribeyes. We put them on the smoker for a bit, then put them on the Primo grill, sliced and cooked a bunch up and served it to everybody, and it was amazing. But I actually, I got to take home a whole tri-tip.
Ooh.
I actually brought some for you to try.
Nice.
If you want to try it. I sliced it up. And, dude, it was just an amazing experience. He showed me the Tampa Bay outdoor kitchen area, which they own that business as well. And, dude, they got all these badass grills. Not only that, they have saunas and cold plunges. So it's this place where it's the best meat you've ever had, saunas, cold plunges. He's got, and I don't know how much of a secret this is. I don't know if it's like Fight Club style. He's got this little private speakeasy area right by the pool.
Yeah.
That's just stocked with some of the best bourbon you've ever seen. And the whole day, I was just blown away at the entire operation. And I say all of that to say, go to the Brisket shop right now because the QR code is still live. I think through the end of the day today, the QR code where you can register to win a room at the Beach Bash is still live. And I believe sometime in the next 2 days, I will announce the winner on Sending Show of who has been picked for the free room. A lot of great people came out to hang with us and to scan the QR code. It was a really, really great event. And I told Danny before I left, I want to do so much more with them. This place really is magical. Not a freezer in the whole place, not a microwave. The beef that the brisket that they're doing is Wagyu brisket. And man, when he brought out that fresh brisket, I've had some brisket in my day. I don't know that I've ever had anything that was as close to what they're doing over there at the Brisket shop. So thank you guys for being such amazing hosts. And go and scan that QR code we'll be announcing the winner sometime in the next couple days.
When you said it was your Disneyland, I was like, get out of here. But then the saunas,
Dude,
the cold plunges,
really
the
was.
meats, all they need is a Sasquatch sighting, and it'll be their perfect place for you.
Dude, I'm telling you, I just was walking around in awe. I mean, it really was. And like I said, just being around people that love what they're doing so much. I mean, got a chance to talk to some of the people that work there and are helping prepare the food. Everybody's just kind of light on their feet and having a great time, which isn't always the most common thing at a food establishment. And I plan on getting out there much, much more. I also crossed the bridge 2 times in one day on Saturday, which is gotta be the first time I've done that in forever, and it probably doubled the amount of times that I've crossed the bridge in the last 6 months in one day. I'll talk a little bit more about what I did on Saturday night, but when we come back, we got to do a tummy check on my boy Diz. If you, I know we're in a different time frame right now, but if you did not know, Diz ate an old school 2021 Pocky one-chip challenge that killed a guy on Friday, and I was having a little bit of internal guilt all weekend, wondering if he was in the fetal position on a bathroom floor somewhere. We'll find out if that's true or not. Coming up next with more JP. This is Senning Show. Well, it's Senning Show filling in for JP on 102.5 The Bone. Don't go anywhere.
So sing me, sing.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farrah fight. Fair and Farrah.
Tampa.
$2 bowling for your entire family at Pin Chasers. You can get a family pass for only $18.99 plus tax per adult, and you can bowl for $2 for the whole family. An awesome deal, valid for 30 days of fun from your date of purchase. $2 per game per person, up to 5 players. Pinchasers.net to reserve your lane and for details.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
People today want quality. They want something that's going to last.
International Diamond Center owner Keith LeClaire talking about the difference between a handcrafted designer ring and the overseas knockoffs you see at most jewelry stores.
When you come here, you don't have to settle for a cookie cutter ring that's being made by the masses.
It's true. IDC has been chosen by the top bridal designers to be their only authorized retailer here. Names like Tacori, Viraggio, Simon G, A. Jaffe, Henry Dawsey, and dozens more. American-made rings of the highest quality and lasting value.
We're able to offer brands that other jewelers tried to get over and over and over again. These brands are known, respected, they deliver a quality product for a fair valued price.
So you don't have to compromise. At IDC, you will always be guaranteed a real, natural, rare diamond showcased in a handcrafted ring with exceptional craftsmanship. It's all part of the IDC experience.
People here trust us because we are the real deal.
International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Raise a Big Daddy mug this summer at Hooters. Bud and Bud Light Big Daddies for just $6. Or Mick Ultra for $6.50. Big beers, better deals. Only at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
Think you're not the suing type, but you weren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ziprecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio.
Summer's here. It's time to get your backyard ready or your front yard. Custom patios, pavers, driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to crew for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Hit them up today at watermanproperties.net. You'll get personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, guaranteed same-day response. No waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Give them a call at 813-715-7383 or watermanproperties.net and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Right. Give a call. 813-715-7333.
Sorry, that was actually just 102.5 The Bone on YouTube playing.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to JP. We are sending show in for JP. 800-771-1025. Trying to knock the weekend cobwebs loose a little bit for you. Dude, I rotted yesterday. I cannot tell you the last time that I had a lazier day than I had yesterday.
What's a lazy day for you?
Not leaving bed until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's lazy.
I mean, it was. Well, the thing was, and I'm going to talk more about it later. We went out to Tampa to Side Splitters and had a great time, but, I got to drive across the bridge, so I kept it pretty mild. We still didn't get home until almost 1 o'clock, and then very unlike me or unlike us, I cracked open a bottle, and we didn't go to bed until like 4 o'clock.
Nice.
Which I think it was just because we had family in town all week, and Danielle was out of town for a couple days, so it was kind of the first time we were together. And dude, we just, without much discussion, ended up doing absolutely nothing yesterday. So I think I'm feeling a little more reinvigorated on a Monday than I normally do, because Monday's kind of there was an article, actually, we'll probably hit it in the joints, that said that Mondays and the way that they feel are so ingrained in our DNA and in our psyche that even people that don't have jobs and people that work their whole lives and retire, they still are slightly more depressed and anxious on Mondays, even when they don't have a job or anything to do.
Just because of how the week feels.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's just for our, they talk about the Sunday scaries, which I don't necessarily get. There's something about I've been chilling for 2 days and I have to go back to the real world of having responsibilities, but. The day of rest yesterday, I think, was much needed. And again, you talk about preparing for the beach bash. I feel like that bonus day of extra sleep was going to prepare me for the week that we were about to head into, all the way until next Sunday.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's the biggest event that the Bone's ever done. We get to be part of it as the new lineup. You're a big headline on it. This is going to be exciting. Man.
It is. And we're going to be mentioning a lot. I know people probably going to get a little beach bash fatigue, especially if you're not planning on being there, but I'm sorry. We're all very excited, and a lot of people that are listening are very excited. Another fun thing on Saturday, shout out to my buddies over at the National Aviation Academy. They're coming out, and they're going to be hanging out for pretty much the entire day. And from 11 to noon, I'll be hanging at the NAA tent, and they helped us get these amazing pins made. They are custom, limited edition, sending show vroom vroom pins.
Yeah.
And there's 300 of them. So when they're gone, they're gone. You'll be able to swing by. I'll be hanging out there from 11 to noon, so you can say, hey, we can take a picture if you want, and you can get yourself a pin. That from 11 to noon on Saturday. I think there was something I was going to ask you. Oh, yeah, what is the give me the rundown of what's happening with JP. When is he back, and when is he coming here?
Wednesday, he'll be back live, and I think Thursday he gets in.
So is he doing the show from here on Thursday, do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. from what I understand, Wednesday he gets back into town. Like he'll be live from New York, but like with us as a full show. Then Thursday he'll be here in Tampa, and then Friday we'll all do the show live.
Okay. So yeah. So your JP is coming back. Don't you worry. In just a couple days.
Yeah, he's living it up in Italy.
Dude, what a jet-setting lifestyle, dude. I've been looking at his pictures, and he's living it up, seeing some really cool things in Italy. He comes back home for probably about 1 day before he heads down to Florida to beach bash it up. So it's always great to have him in town. That's just one element of the beach bash that is very, very exciting.
And he's always out there. That's his, obviously his motherland. I would think at first, like, you must get tired of going over there, but when you just know everything about there and there's always something to do for you, it seems like the greatest time. Like, for me, that would be Trinidad. For you, that would be...
I don't know. I told you I'm not leaving the country, so I don't know.
Where are your parents' roots from?
I don't know. Well, I can check my 23andMe.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere in England. It's somewhere Merseyside.
Okay.
Merseyside.
Okay.
That's my homeland,
Yeah.
which I have zero interest in going to. Like
You red coat?
Yeah,
You guys are red coats, man.
Yeah, Merseyside. It is a ceremonial. Like when I look at my 23andMe and it tells me my biggest lineage, where my people are from. Merseyside is a ceremonial and metropolitan county in northwest England. Never going there. Have
Why?
no interest. I just have no interest. I have no interest. Now,
down the road, we're gonna plan a sending trip
to
England because I want to go to England. Just period. I want to go to London.
Why?
You know me. I'm a footballer. I love that's it. Just to see my team play.
By the way, we got a lot to get to here, and we're gonna get to it all. I promise. We got 4 hours. I don't know how we're gonna fill it. Well, trust me, we'll be okay. What happened in soccer yesterday?
Club World Cup.
So, and then who won?
Chelsea.
Dude, all I've been seeing is the pictures and the videos of them celebrating their win, and somehow Donald Trump got in the picture and in the celebration.
What?
And then the dude from FIFA, the video is freaking hilarious because the dude from FIFA is clearly trying to get Donald Trump out of the picture and out of the celebration, and he is totally not listening to him, even to the points where I think the dude that's like the captain of the team that's holding up the trophy, he's kind of telling Trump like, hey, he's trying to get your attention, like go away.
Yeah.
And Trump legit is just celebrating with the team like he's on it. When you look at the pictures, it looks like he was photoshopped in the picture. It's the whole picture. Obviously, these guys, soccer players, celebrating, and there's Donald Trump in a suit and a red tie, just smack dab in the middle of them, looking like it's Christmas morning.
That's I didn't see this part of it.
Yeah,
that is hilarious. Good for him.
Yeah, he really got
forcing his way in.
He got in the. Was it here?
Yes, in the U.S. Yes,
the tournament was in the U.S.
Yes,
yeah, and I think Trump prides himself on it being a big part of bringing that here. So he probably was like, "Well, I brought you here, buddy. So I'm on the winning team as far as you're concerned.
You're on my home field right now."
I can't think. Again, I'm sorry. I can't think of one thing in England that I would want to go see. Like, there's not one thing that I would want to eat. There's not one place I would want to go. I cannot think of one reason. I would rather go to Polk County than go to England.
I
mean, dude, I'm not even joking. What can I say? I love America, and there's a lot of it that I haven't seen, and I want to see every inch of America before I see 1 inch of England.
So, like Buckingham Palace.
No interest. I'd take a nap. I got no. Now, some of my roots are Scandinavian.
That's what. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I think I've got some like Viking.
Yeah.
So Scandinavia. Okay, Denmark, Norway, Sweden.
Oh, those are beautiful places.
Dude, they say I got interest in Sweden.
Yeah.
Because it's beautiful.
All three of them.
Has anybody ever once said England is beautiful? Like, what's the most beautiful thing in England? And I'm an idiot. So if there is something, then
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure, again, some of the palaces and stuff is nice, but I don't just not the landscape. You know what I mean?
It's just always so dreary.
Yeah, it's always raining over there.
The people, they talk like this, and they just, oh, God.
I like that. No. Well, on the girls. On the guys, I'm like, ugh, gross.
Dude, I know that I've probably told you this. You heard me say it. I can't even watch a TV program or a movie where they have English accents.
You're disgusted that much by it?
Disgusted feels like a strong word, but
well,
yes.
You used it.
Did I?
No.
Oh, did I? I mean, I just can't. Zero, nothing.
Yeah.
I can't. If I turn it on and it's accents all the way around, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just I don't know what that means. That makes me like a nationalist or something. I don't know what it makes me, but I just
British accents, love females, hate the guys. Australian,
those are
love the guys, hate the girls.
Australian accents are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will say Australia. And so my sister-in-law and her husband, or no, my sister-in-law and her husband, they just were living in New Zealand for well over a year.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, that place looks like something out of a fantasy book. Like they would go on these trips, and I mean, they've got these places where beautiful mountain scenery on one side, the ocean on the other. Like I'm all about seeing beautiful things. And
Okay,
it's just,
landscapes.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
that
Yeah,
to me is where I ultimately want to be. Like there's not a city in the world that interests me. Like going to Tokyo or Shanghai. Those places, I would go there for one reason and one reason only, and that would be the food.
Okay. Your ideal place is like Northwest Canada, where
Dude,
it's all in the mountains with the Great Lakes.
Dude, that's
well, not
like
the Great Lakes, but lakes and rivers.
Vancouver Island up in that way. Like you're absolutely right. That sounds like a complete dream.
Yeah, my boy was in some place in British Columbia, and he posted in it. And honestly, when I saw it, I go, John would love that.
Dude, that is my...
He was on like a little boat in the middle of a lake, and like the mountains of the blue water, and like I'm like, that's your home.
I can't conjure up a vacation or a thing that I want to do that stems around a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like when I
yeah.
think I've got a day off, I've got 3 weeks off, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? It's get to the most beautiful landscape with the least amount of people that I could possibly imagine and try and be in nature. So I will say, when you talk about my homeland, and this popped into my head, you know, I'm a pilgrim. I come from the Pilgrims. John Alden is my 13th great grandfather. My middle name is Alden. So when I think of going somewhere that would be considered like a homeland, I think about going up to Massachusetts. I think about going to Plymouth Rock and going to the John Alden house and seeing those things up there. Obviously, you take it further back and it gets you across the pond, but that's I like to think about my homeland here in the States.
Flats Junkie says he's going to Iceland soon. That is a bucket list for me because I want to go in that, I forget what they call it, the body of water that's like, it's warm, but it's in the middle of like glaciers.
It's like a hot spring of
It's
some
like a hot spring, basically, yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that.
That's basically what it is. Yeah,
That is beautiful.
My cousin went there and he goes, the nice guy, one of the most beautiful you'll see and everything. Like, I really want to go out there. Honestly, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, those are like prime places I want to go.
Those do interest me, but I still feel like I could see 20 places in America before I felt like I needed to start knocking that off.
That's crazy because we don't have like, there's not a lot here like there.
I guess, but I mean, to me, you know, I've never been up to like Niagara Falls. I'd love to go up to like upstate New York and to the Catskills and to the mountains up there.
Oh, wow.
I want to go to Montana. I want to go to Wyoming. I want to go to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
You know, I want to spend time in Northern California. Like there are all these different areas I feel that I have not personally been that I would like to visit before I run through all of them and go, okay, now I need to go to Sweden. Now I need to go to Denmark.
You really are Red John. You shrilling for America hard,
I
dog.
got love for America.
I got to go to Wyoming first.
I just
said nobody ever.
Yeah, I feel that's just what's in my blood. I've got to know. I'm trying to the timing has messed me up. Should we go to break and then come back with your tummy tail? Let's take this one call and then we're going to come back with Dizzy's tummy tail. Sending show. You're live on the air. Terrible phone situation going on. What's up?
Don't knock London, man. It's beautiful. There's a lot to see there. It's really nice.
Like what?
You're right. Pacific Northwest. Oh, the museums are wonderful. We had a great time at Wimbledon when we went there. There's a lot. It's actually the countryside is beautiful. Riding the tube is great. The eye is wonderful to go through. You get to really see the city that way.
But isn't the countryside all prairies and stuff?
It's rolling hills. Yes, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But when the first thing you say is they've got some cool museums,
yeah,
like I'm not. Again, maybe I'm just not traveled upscale human being, but I don't think I'm ever going to be. I don't think I'm ever going to be planning a trip around the museum selection that they have in a certain place.
No, that's why one of the things I always made fun of Ian in Montreal. There's nothing to do there. When my ex used to live there, she's like, "We can go to the museums." I go, "You're talking me out of coming. I do not want to see museums."
You know what? And I don't know the best place in Canada because I know they get better the further north you go.
Yeah,
I would love to plan a trip around going to I think they're called like dark parks. We were talking about stuff like this with the Everglades, where it's just the best view of the night sky, and you go and see the northern lights.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that is
Aurora
something
Borealis.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty badass. All right, don't go anywhere. We've got more Setting Show filling in for JP coming up. We will get to Dizzy's Tummy Tales and find out how the one chip challenge settled as he went into the night. We've got some other stuff planned as well. I can tell you actually what it is momentarily. I want to at least touch on something that is going around today. It is a news story about how you can possibly keep your home cooler during the summer months. And the funny thing is, just by complete chance, this has already happened at my home, but not by my choice. So we'll touch on that. We'll hear about Dizzy's tummy and a bunch more. Coming up next on Setting Show, filling in for JP on 102.5 The Bone. Don't go anywhere.
Just go ahead now, and
if you've considered getting new windows, it's time to get in touch with my good friends at Reese Windows. Hurricane season isn't just a-coming, it is upon us. And now is the time to protect your home with hurricane impact windows from Reese. They're affordable, energy efficient, and come with a double lifetime warranty, which even transfers when you sell your home, which is going to boost its value. And fun fact, people are needing every little edge to sell their home, so this is a bonus in a bunch of different ways. Reese Windows is going to get those windows installed as soon as possible. For a free quote, all you got to do is text TRUST to 20129, and you'll also be registered for your chance to win $15,000 in free windows. Reese is proud to support St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and they've been providing peace of mind for over 50 years.
Princess here before you. That's what I said now. Princess who adore you. Just go ahead.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bay has elite wings, but whose are the best?
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on the hunt for the Bay's best wings. Visit one of the participating restaurants and enjoy a Stella Artois with some wings. Then scan the QR code and vote. The restaurant with the most votes will be crowned the best wings in the Bay and be featured on the Mike Calta Show. Plus, you can win cool Stella gear just for voting. For details and locations, visit theboneonline.com. Thanks to Norton's Dunedin, Varsity Club, Meg's ICOT, Brewlands, and Dunedin Smokehouse.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
During the month of July, Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota has a huge summer sale. You buy 4 windows or doors, you get the 5th for free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Renewal by Anderson. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states, as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Storm season is here. Don't wait until there are named storms in the Atlantic to find out that you've got a hole in your roof that is leaking water everywhere. Get a free roof inspection by going to universalroof.com for universal roof and contracting. You can save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Universalroof.com for universal roof and contracting.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
Trying to honor JP with my musical selections. Keep it rocking on a Monday. It is going to be a wet, soggy, rainy week in Tampa Bay. Fingers crossed, and I believe from my meteorological perspective that it will be long gone by Friday, but it could get a little weird and a little wet before then. If you haven't been paying attention to any weather news, there's a tropical system that is going to form either on the east coast of Florida or some place on the west coast of Florida and then head into the Gulf. And kind of when it churns up and what it does will depend or ultimately decide on how much rain we get. But it's going to be a weird week full of lots of not so pleasant weather. But again, should be all gone by Friday, cleared out for a beautiful weekend at the Beach Bash. It's been a weird day today. It rained and then it was sunny and now it looks like the end of the world out there. And
but that's the thing. It's gonna, even if it does rain, 10 minutes rain, we're good.
And sometimes being wet.
Yeah.
Sometimes being wet is fun. Just all of us out there wilding in the rain.
It would be different if, like, for instance, we went to Adventure Island over the weekend and it rained for a bit. That sucks a little more where at the Beach Bash, it's not like rides are closing down. You can still go do stuff.
You'll do whatever the hell you need to. Whatever
like
you
if you're
want
going to be in the pool and it's raining, who cares if you're getting wet? You're already getting wet.
Once we start getting more into the weather season of hurricanes and stuff, I don't know if I've told you, but we talked about it a lot back when we were experiencing hurricanes. You know that I have a weather system that I installed on my roof. So I have like a whole panel in my house that like breaks down everything about the weather, including the rain, the wind, and it's a whole
like the thing we have out there. With the TVs.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's smaller than that, but it's a lot of fun. The next thing I'm trying to do is get a radar system installed in my home. That's dude, I need. I'll just be me and my birds in my weather station, and I'm living the good life.
Weather type Mike's like, what the hell, man? Coming in on my territory.
So I was having a little bit of guilt. And just so you know that the love that people have for you, I think every person who came up to me Saturday at the Brisket shop, one of the first things they said was, "How's Dizzy doing today?
Oh.
How's Dizzy doing?" And that was after, shout out to our buddy Everett, who had somehow held onto or received as a gift an old school Pocky one chip challenge. This is the one chip that's very, very spicy, and they changed the recipe after it killed a guy. We got the OG recipe. And Diz, because he's a stand-up man who loves the people, he ate it on Friday, and it hurt him it hurt him pretty bad.
Yeah.
Please walk us through the next 24 hours in your life and how it made you feel.
Well, when I first ate the chip, what made it the hardest is because it was stale, it didn't break down quickly. So it was sitting in my mouth.
You had like chunks of hot that were probably just marinating in there.
Yeah. And then I told you, never done stuff like this, so I licked my lips.
Ooh.
Those were burning. Yeah, so leaving here at work, finished all of my production stuff, and I still felt like high.
I think there's something to that. I think there's like a capsaicin buzz where it makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah, so get to the car. Nicole, bless her heart, very supportive. She had stuff ready for me.
Oh, look at that. That's how you know you got a good one.
Exactly. She had these they're not milk. She knows I don't drink milk. They're like almond drink things, but they were delicious. And it felt like it was helping.
Okay.
Because she's like, you didn't eat anything. You need to coat your stomach, blah, blah, blah. Cool. We get home. And I think when she went to get the girls, she already said, listen, Dizzy's a little on edge
he's
for work stuff he had to do. I'll explain it later. But
I like how she frames it like it's like you got an important project going on or something. But work has really been stressing him out. You just got to lay off for a minute. By the way, that's a real thing. The capsaicin buzz refers to the euphoric feeling some people experience after consuming extremely spicy foods, primarily due to the presence of capsaicin.
Yes.
So you were feeling that?
Feeling that, dog. Because I was like, yo, am I high right now?
Tripping balls.
Yeah.
Put a little mushroom dust on your pocket chip.
Basically. So we get home. Everything is good for a bit. I had that stomach feeling, but I'm like, oh, that's okay. It's not that bad. Time goes on. And get to the part where, the girls are eating dinner. So this is now 6 o'clock maybe. And everything's annoying me. Because my stomach is now, that phase that we were talking about. I'm feeling it.
And it's kind of it's not a full bone, from what I remember in the past, it's just general uneasiness, right? It just didn't.
There was pains.
Oh, it was shooting.
Yes, it was almost like, what's it called when contractions?
Oh, God.
Am I having contractions from this thing? I'm like,
Were you looking at your stomach and it's moving and jumbling around?
I was just feeling it. I was walking around holding it the whole time.
Oh, man.
When you get in your head, whatever's going on in there, if I rub it or just whatever, it's helping. It's not placebo, but yeah. So the girls were watching a little tablet by the table they eat at, and I don't remember saying this, but I was just like, will you shut that off? Something like that, but cussing. And then I immediately ran back I'm so sorry, I don't mean to yell at you guys. It's getting to me. And it was some stupid Disney song they were singing. And Nicole's just laughing. She's having a great time with this. That all passes for a bit, but the stomach stuff stays. And it gets to the point where I have to use the bathroom.
Oh, no. What, are we into the night here? Are we into the overnight or are we just late night?
It's at this point, it's 10 o'clock. Okay. And I'm like, look, it's almost bedtime. It's good that I'm getting this over with now. And it wasn't because I know how you are with that stuff.
Yeah, thank you for being considerate.
I'm going to tiptoe around this. I'm going to say this. It wasn't, the exit wasn't the worst part about it. It was just the stomach as it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it wasn't
not traditional.
Yeah, they're not everyone's oh, you got to watch out because it's going to boom, boom, boom. It didn't. It was mostly just the whole time I'm in the stomach, hunched over, I would finish. My jets would still be hot at the end, if you know what I mean, on the exit, but it wasn't anything crazy. Ended up kissing Nicole that day, and she got so mad because she's like,
she felt it?
I felt the spice. I'm like, it's hours later. She's like,
it was still inside your... Dude, you had the opportunity, by the way, to pull off the prank of a lifetime, at least for a few hours. If you would have hit me up on Friday night, late night, 1 o'clock in the morning, be like, hey, dude, I hate to tell you this, but I just thought you needed to know I'm on my way to the emergency room. I'm convulsing, and I've been vomiting hot lava for hours. And,
I should have.
Yeah, because I forget what it was, but you told me, I guess maybe it wasn't until Saturday morning that you told me as much that you were in that much pain on Friday night. But I was thinking about on Friday, and I half didn't want to know the answer.
Bro, 2 a.m., I get up in the middle of the night. Stomach.
It's just hurting. Did you eat anything?
I ate a little bit as the day went on. I just wasn't hungry. It's probably because my system was just yo, no.
Yeah, we're done, son.
We're not doing any of that. Yeah.
You've ruined us for the day.
Exactly.
Your decisions have made it so you cannot eat anymore today.
Nicole had to use the bathroom, and while she was in there, and this was before 2 a.m., I was just like, you got to get out. You got to leave. Whatever you're doing in there, stop. I got to get in. And she's like, really? I'm like, yes.
So that brings me a little bit of joy because that, and again,
what?
you
Wait,
know,
what?
No. Let me finish the thought. that makes me feel like you guys aren't, and you know I hate talking about this, but you brought it up. You guys don't go to the bathroom with each other in there.
No.
Like that bathroom.
No, I don't. If I'm in there, I don't even like if she talks to me while I'm using the bathroom.
Okay, good. See, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We're on the same. And you guys, I imagine, there's one bathroom in there, right?
Yes, there's one bathroom, which before we had two, but now, we're down to one, which learning curve with the girls.
Seriously, three ladies and you with one bathroom. That can be. So you kick her out at 2 a.m. and were you?
No. Sorry, that was at like 11. 2 a.m. I'm in the bedroom, and I like the Undertaker. I'm laying down and I just pop up like him, and she doesn't even know, and I just kind of like rush to the bathroom. And it's not like oh my god, I gotta get stuff out of me. It's my stomach is kicking my ass, and I need to figure out what I could do. And I was in the bathroom, and I remember sitting down there like, I don't know how long this is gonna take, and I go, I forgot my phone. I'm in here by myself with my thoughts, no phone, no water, and I was feeling it. But thankfully, because we had Adventure Island.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, dude, if this ruins his day or he's in the bathroom at the water park all day, you probably honestly, per the rules and regulations, you probably should have been banned from the water park.
Probably should have. One slide could have just ruined it for me, if you know what I mean. And I told Nicole that, like, right before we went to bed, I go, if I don't make it tomorrow, you got to blame John. This was not my idea. I thought
that would have been worse. Yeah. I would have. No offense. I would have rather you ended up in the. Well, I guess you probably still would have missed the Saturday. I was going to say I'd rather you ended up in the hospital than ruin your water park day with the family. But
and I found out from my mom because I told her what I did, and she's like, "Oh my God, you got your grandpa's like." Because I told you he used to just eat peppers like there were nothing. I go, "No, it's definitely I'm affected."
Was she mad?
No, not at all.
I did worry that because like my mom during my heyday of doing stupid stuff on the radio, like she would always be like, "What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
why are you doing that? Why would you do that to yourself?"
I sent you to the image of it later, and she told me about it. She's like, "You ate one of the hottest pepper around," and she goes, "And that's found from Trinidad. It's the Trinidad Moruga scorpion." And she's like, "You ate that? That's crazy.
That's in your blood."
I go, "Hey, motherland."
Yeah, it's in your blood.
She's like, "I wouldn't do it, but yeah, good job."
In your butt. You've got it. You got it everywhere now. So Saturday was a little more peaceful. You made it through the day.
Yeah. Saturday was great. I had no issues in the morning. In the start of the morning, no issues with the bathroom, which was I was worried about. I go, oh, here it comes. I want to tell you what was going through my head at one point, and this is the only gross fact I'm going to give you.
Okay,
So
I can handle one gross fact.
When I was on the bathroom the first time at like 11, and I told you like it wasn't like bothering me when I was leaving, but my stomach was hurting so much that when I went to clean, I go, "There's going to be blood."
Oh,
there was
yeah.
not. There was
Okay.
not. There was
well,
not.
thank God.
I was convinced I'm going to wipe and it's going to look like blood everywhere. So it was not that bad. I'm sorry.
Dude, no. Trust me, I deserve at least that, and thank you for putting yourself through pain for myself and for the people out there.
Yeah,
you're a damn fine man.
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit. Put it on my tombstone, baby. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, lots and lots to get to. There is a local story about a bank robbery that I want to touch on because I've been watching a television program as of late where there's a lot of robbing banks, and one of our favorite things to do is run through crimes and see how we could get away with them.
Yep.
So I love because you're always just one person away from one person. I'd love to hear from somebody who's robbed a bank today. If you're out there, I will give you a prize and also see if we can come up with a way to not get caught robbing a bank. All that and a bunch more coming up next on Setting Show. We're filling in for JP. Don't go anywhere. That was a little Undertaker for you, by the way.
Oh, okay, got it.
Let me start from the beginning. Oh,
there it is.
There we go. That's Diz popping up in the middle of the night. Are you tired of your electric bill just going up and up and up? Did you know that this year alone, Duke and Tico has already raised the rate over 20%? Paying an electric bill is a never-ending payment where it only goes up. Imagine if you rented a home or an apartment and they said, hey, every year we're going to raise the rent by 20%. You'd go, no, I'm not going to do that. That's why you need to think about going solar with Solar Bear. The average Solar Bear customer is saving over $2,000 a year by switching to solar, and they've got an amazing deal going on right now where you pay nothing for the first 12 months. So it's basic math, and that's about all I can do. The payment goes way, way down on your electric if it's not completely eliminated, and you make no payments on the panels for 12 months. Take that money, save that money, go on a trip, whatever you want to do. It's that simple. Give them a call today for a free estimate or visit them online at solarbear.com.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the Challenge Round 4 at the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 in Dover. Race starts at 2 p.m. right here on The Bone.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Vote at OCC Roadhouse, Drunken Clam, and Sunshine City. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
When it really matters, choose Farrah and Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Weather type Mike, if a hurricane is bearing down on Tampa Bay, does it really matter if you have hurricane-rated windows, or will shutters protect just as well?
Well, Michael, if a hurricane's heading for Tampa Bay, hurricane-rated windows aren't just important. They're the difference between riding out the storm and filming your roof fly off on TikTok. Shutters are fine if you like playing Home Depot roulette the night before the landfall. But hurricane windows, they're built in, locked in, and tougher than me trying to say no to a tray full of fresh chocolate chip cookies. And listen, I'm not dragging out a ladder in 100-mile-per-hour winds unless it's to rescue a cheesecake that blew into the neighbor's yard. So yes, they matter a lot.
Let's face it, when the hurricane comes, you want to be protected by a tent or by an armored tank. Call WeatherTight Windows today and secure your home for hurricane season.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. And your future Best in Show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
A cat named Mo from Dugarabo Live, prime time, baby, telling you to come out to All American Gunslingers on US 19 in Newport Richey, Saturday, July 26th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. because All American Gunslingers is partnering with Lightwing for the first ever indoor drone shoot. Get your chance to shoot an actual drone. This is a ticketed event. Tickets are available now, but get them while they last. Go to aagunslingers.com. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, shooting down drones, America.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here, top 1% realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com, 917-1894, consumerqb.com.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
I like a little bit of scary music every now and again.
Oh, yeah. This feels like Roger and JP days when Brett would play music.
That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to show my edge. Welcome back to Setting Show. Filling in for JP. Friendly programming note. Drew Garabo Live will be starting at 3 o'clock today. I believe you will have the Mike L radio show tomorrow in for JP. And then on Wednesday, the big guy returns from Italy. And he'll be live from where he's normally live from on Wednesday. And then I think he gets into town on Thursday. You'll be able to catch JP kicking off the festivities with the live broadcast at the Beach Bash on Friday. We're going to be broadcasting live. Drew and Mo are going to be broadcasting live. And that sends us into the evening. We had a meeting earlier today about all of we're just really honing everything that's going on and making sure everybody understands where they need to be at what time. It's going to be a great, great, great time. And if you did not know, you can still get to the Brisket shop in Tampa and you can register by scanning the QR code to win a room. If you slept on the rooms and you're thinking, damn, it would be really cool if I had a room. It would be really cool, but you can't unless you win one. And we'll announce the winner, I believe, tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, from the QR code. So go scan it today. Again, you can watch the program on YouTube, 1025 The Bone YouTube or Facebook. I am trying something new because I was telling you off the air, I'm always pushing X, and I can't help but feel like the days of the Bone fam and a lot of the Bone faithful being connected to Twitter, they're gone. They're just not there. Back in the day, the Bone used to kind of live on Twitter. And there's still great, great people there. The legends are still there, and they tweet the show, and they talk about it regularly. But there's this whole other platform, being the chat on YouTube, that does not seem as completely unhinged as other chat rooms have been. So I'm going to try, starting today, to be in the chat room on the YouTube page, just to use that as kind of, is a place to be and looking around. So I put a big "was up" in the chat. I got what have I gotten? I got a Yo John Senning. I got a
Is this John Senning?
Is this actually John Senning? What else do we have? No disrespect to John Senning. If it is the John Senning, we got trolled a lot in the chat. No, it's really me if you're in there. So go watch on YouTube. Throw something in the chat. If it's good, we'll mention it. If you got a question that's worth answering, we will answer it. 800-771-1025. So I've been watching that show, and I don't think you got a chance to start it yet, or I don't know. Animal Kingdom on Netflix. No. And it's a really good show. I'm waiting for it to kick into hyperdrive. Drew started it before me, and he's into the second season saying it's just epic, and that's some of the best stuff. But a lot of it has to do with this family that does pretty much high-end robberies and things like that. And so, like, for example, I'll give you one thing that they did that I just like. I like seeing criminals that do things that are a little outside the box to help them not get caught. So they robbed this jewelry store, and what they did was they took an SUV and this is weird. They kidnapped like 3 crackheads, and then they put them inside this SUV, and they left them in there for a day and a half and had them go to the bathroom and do drugs and do God knows what inside this SUV. Then they took this SUV and ran it through the front window of a jewelry store, ransacked the whole place, and then went out the roof, down the side, and left in another vehicle so that when the cops came, they took that SUV that had the crackheads' DNA all over it so that they were never looking for them.
Throw them off the trail. I got you.
Yeah. There was the other, you've watched, I think we just talked about it, the bank robbery movie with Ryan Gosling. Was that Behind the Pines or Through the Pines? Or?
Oh, yeah, Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, where he would do the move where his getaway was a dirt bike, and then down the road he had a kind of like a moving truck, and he would pull his dirt bike into the delivery truck. All of these little things that people do to get away with high level crimes. Another great. You've seen The Town, right?
Oh, love
Dude,
The Town.
One of the best, possibly one of the most underrated movies.
The nun scene.
Yeah. All of those with these high-level bank robbery-type criminals that are thinking outside the box the right way. You should if you're a criminal. This guy didn't really seem to have fun ideas like that. Citrus County Sheriff's Office arrested a man involved in an armed bank robbery late last week. They say on July 10th, shortly before 10 a.m., 54-year-old William Burton Clarkson entered the Capital City Bank on Highway 19 in Crystal River. He held a handgun and demanded cash from the bank teller. Authorities said Clarkson then fled the scene on foot with about $2,000. Released images from surveillance footage helped the public identify the suspect. They received numerous Crime Stopper tips that led to identify this guy. Through the investigation, they learned that this guy was staying at a Scooter Haven. I've actually been to this place. It's actually a really cool place. Up in Inglis. Detectives identified his truck and license plate at the RV park, and with the help of witnesses, they were able to get this guy at a food mart, got him to surrender. And this guy to me did not really seem to have any plans to get away with it. You walked right in there with a gun. Probably some form of you was caught on camera, and then you left on foot. You're lucky that you even got that far. Do you think in a fictitious world, because I don't think you would do this, do you think you could get away with robbing a bank? If you had a crew. I think you got to have a crew.
With a crew, you scope it out. Maybe in a small town place, you could get a bank that you might not get it might not be a big hit on the heist, but I think you can get away with it. As long as, you're not too sloppy. Yeah, I think you can get away with it. I think
it probably has a lot to do with your getaway. I think you have to make it, first of all, you have to be certain that you know what the hell's going on in that bank, I think. And again, I'm not trying to. This is all for entertainment purposes, not trying to teach anybody how to rob a bank. But you've got to have done your due diligence, done your research, know the inner workings of the bank, and then have a way to get away where almost you're getting the scent onto somebody else. And I don't know how you do that. I think escaping through a sewer pipe, maybe. Like if you pretty much pick your bank based on some sort of way that you could get away that nobody would fathom. Or maybe you just have to live in the sewer for a month or something, to the point to where you're not even on the grid.
Yeah, it's a great point, because I was surprised you didn't mention this movie. Greatest way to rob a bank was stay there. Inside Man.
Is that Denzel?
Yeah, you never seen that movie?
I've seen it, but, maybe I haven't actually, because I don't remember him staying. How does he stay in the bank?
So the whole heist that they do with the bank, they have the criminals getting locked up with, they switch the criminals with the hostages and, switch the rooms. So, nobody knows who is committing the act. So the criminals leave with the hostages, don't get caught. The main guy who heists them, they went into a storage room, brought everything about, 15 feet forward in the storage room and built a whole
new
fake wall.
Oh.
And he stayed in there for I think a week, and then just walked out the front door.
That's perfect. Have you seen in they seem super shady, because if they're as good as they look like they are, I think that it would just give criminals a whole new world. But have you seen those super basic face pullover things that people have?
You could be like Walter White.
Yeah, you could be anybody. You could present as you could be a white dude and put this on, and then if that works as good as it does, and I've only seen them online, but they could be looking for a Mexican dude or a black dude or somebody, they really would have no grasp on who actually did it. But I don't know the inner workings of most banks. I would think once they hit that button, you have mere seconds before you get out of there.
Yeah, if I was going to be part of this bank team, I would have to be like the getaway driver or something like that. The only reason I'm not saying because I got the wheel stuff, but it's because I have a build that you would right away go, well, there was either a kid or an adult. You know what I mean? He's 5'2".
That might be good though. They're like, they had a damn kid driving the getaway, dude.
I'll dress up with like the hat with the little propeller and carry a big lollipop. Like, yeah, it was just a kid in a sailor outfit.
That would be, with the little. Did you say that?
The propeller hat.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever seen Baby Driver?
Oh, that's a great.
That's
movie.
a great,
Yeah.
another underrated movie. Probably one of the best movies, or one of the last movies Kevin Spacey was in before everybody found out that he was a creepy male molester.
Yeah,
because he's in that, and then the dude, what's that guy? What's the guy's name? Do you remember the dude?
The kid?
Yeah.
No, I don't know the kid's name. He was in like a big actor.
He wasn't. His name is. He got in trouble too, though.
No way.
He got. That movie was right full of people who made bad decisions because I think he was on the verge of blowing up. Ansel Elgort.
Oh.
Ansel Elgort. And then sometime shortly after that movie hit, he what does it say? In April of 2020, he posted a nude photograph of himself on social media as part of a fundraising effort.
What?
And then and then in June, man, he had a tough run. So in April, he posted a nude picture of himself. People didn't really get behind it. And then in June 2020, a woman on Twitter accused him of sexually assaulting her in 2014 when she was 17 and he was 20.
Do you think, speaking of Baby Drive with the heist, it's easier to just rob the truck delivering the money than going into the bank and stuff?
That seems hard, dude.
Yeah,
that seems. I don't know. I think it's all about research and figuring out what's going on and what kind of probably weaponry they have and what their plan is. I would think that if you have been one of those drivers in your life, that's the best situation where you could get away with robbing one of those because it seems like those things are hardcore and they've got a very specific protocol of what they can do and how they unload. I was at the gas station last week, and I think they were either picking up a cash drop from the store or from the ATM, and it looked like it was 3 dudes. So there was like 2 dudes standing out front, and then there was another guy that went in to get it. So I think you'd really have to you'd have to have a hell of a plan to get away with breaking through to the truck.
Do you remember the 90s movie? I love this movie when it came out. It stars your boy. You and Drew love this guy, Christian Slater. And it's a heist movie. And he's the driver for one of these.
Oh, dude, I don't think
Hard Rain. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, I do remember
with Morgan Freeman.
Was there? There's also a weather. There's a weather element too, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's the Hard Rain.
Flooding.
There's flooding coming into the area they're in, and I think the dam's gonna break and all that. So
an armored truck driver and his nephew try to prevent $3 million from being taken by a local rival gang. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. I need to revisit that.
That was one of my favorite movies back in the day.
Morgan Freeman and Christian Slater.
Yes.
Dude, those are some heavy hitters. Let's see if this is a bank robber. Setting show, have you robbed a bank?
No, but my wife was involved. She got robbed.
Oh, wait, in a bank or she just got just robbed?
No, she was a bank teller and she was robbed at gunpoint.
Really?
She was the inside man?
Yeah, was this in the state of Florida?
No, we lived in North Carolina back then. It was a small town little bank, and then being part of the process afterwards, they had like 8 guys that were all involved with it. They had like a lookout, 3 people go in, a getaway driver. Damn. And the whole thing, the thing that ended up screwing up their whole plan was my wife was the one who put the dye pack in the bag.
Oh, so that's something that you have to add yourself? That's not automatically included in the bag or something? I don't know how that works, because that'll blow up in their face, right?
It's a separate stack of cash that they have separate that she knew what it was. If that ever happens, you put that in the bag, and it's got like a little RFID chip in it. And once it gets a certain amount away from the bank, it explodes, and then all the money's useless.
Oh, man. Was she mortified? Did she have PTSD after the fact, or was she fine with the rest of her life?
Absolutely. Like, one of my favorite movies is The Town. She cannot watch it. Like, it's the whole problem. So, I mean, I don't watch it with her in the room, but yeah, she definitely has PTSD from it.
And now, like The Town, you aren't secretly the bank robber, right? And then you made her fall in love with you after the fact, and you've just been keeping that secret.
Are you
ever
Ben
since?
Affleck? Yeah.
That would add a whole new element of cool to me that I don't have, though.
Well, I still think you're pretty damn cool. Thank you for the call, and I hope your wife's doing well after her traumatic experience. Yeah. Dude, The Town's a hell of a movie. That makes me want to go home and watch that. That seems like it could have been good for a sequel.
No.
I mean, you get Ben, you get Jeremy. Does either one of them die? Did they die?
In the movie, no.
die?
Ben Affleck stays alive. Jeremy Renner definitely dies. He dies like
does?
remember because the cops find him and they shoot him and he gets behind a trash can and he eats a last meal. He eats like a burger and sips a soda.
Yeah, I do recall that. Looking in on the Bone Chat at the YouTube page because I said I was going to reference it from time to time. Ron Slater, I robbed my neighbor's fridge after we smoked some bong hits. I don't think that is exactly the same thing. What else are people saying in here? Vanessa Goodall, aren't there armed guards with AKs in the back of the transport vehicles? I don't know.
I think there's one in the back that stays, and then there's a driver with a support dude.
I bet you it
Maybe
also.
two in the back.
I bet you it also depends on where you are in the country. Like I would think some places, like New York City, if they're going to pick up a major drop from a bank or something like that, I would think that they're packing a little more power than your average, like that guy said, and like you said, in a small North Carolina town where it's probably not that common, and you're dealing with a little bit less money.
Yeah, sometimes you're not even like you're getting like you're gonna rob the place, and you think, oh, it's an armored truck. They have all that money, and it's just checks. So checks for businesses.
Yeah,
a
something
bunch
you
of
can't
them.
do anything with. Yeah, that would be a bummer. Sending show, you're live on the air.
Hey, John, don't say my name.
Okay.
I used to race wave runners, and two guys in Newport Richey, two brothers. That's where their repair shop was.
When you say
on
brothers, sir, do you mean brothers or do you mean brothers?
I didn't say brother. I said brother.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Yeah. And they used to work on my wave runners before races, and all of a sudden, one of the brothers I hadn't seen in a while. And just after a while, just kind of, forgot about it, lost touch. And then years later, I run into him in a probation office. When I used to do detailing, I went in there looking for cars. And he goes, "Hey, dude, what's up? Where have you been?" I robbed a bank and got caught. So
the wave runner guy
I used
did?
to know a bank robber.
Oh, man. You planted the seed with me that would be an excellent way to get away with a bank robbery. If you could find, again, this is all for entertainment purposes, the bank that's closest to a body of water, and then you have a jet ski as your getaway vehicle, and then you just head towards Cuba or just camp out in the middle of the sea for a while.
It freaked me out so much. He wanted to ride somewhere because he didn't have a car. I didn't ask any questions. But it's kind of creepy when you say you know or you knew an actual bank robber. And it was a guy that I would have never thought in a million years would do that because he had a good family. And he was a bank robber.
Well, times are
I
tough.
Found that very interesting.
Times are tough out there, Tony. They really are. Don't go anywhere. More Sending Show on the way as we fill in for JP.
They need to bring back train robberies.
Oh, yeah.
Where guys would just, bandits would pull up with masks, rob them, hop off with their loot on horses.
I don't know if there's enough. Is there anything worth stealing, or do you just rob the people on the train?
Rob the people on the train.
Okay. I guess. Well, I don't know what I thought train robbers were stealing.
Yeah,
but I guess they're just robbing the people on the train.
That was like gold bricks.
I don't know.
Transport?
I really don't know. It's like the beginning of Pulp Fiction when they realize they can not just rob the restaurant, but make the money from all the people that are there at the restaurant.
Yes.
I'll look into it. I'll see. I'll take it under advisement for my future crimes that I'm looking to commit.
Someone's listening to this goes, Beach Bash. I'm just going to get everyone at the Beach Bash.
There's no money. There's no money to be found there. We work in radio. We've got no money. You may be able to steal a spare fridge from Mike Calta, but that's about it. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we talk about some paranormal stuff. I love talking about Bigfoot. I love talking about ghosts and things like that. This is in the realm of paranormal. And I'm not certain what I believe in and what I don't when it comes to psychics. But this psychic that we will tell you about was not legit and took some poor lady for a bunch of money. We'll talk about the legitimacy of psychics coming up next on More Sending Show. Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. They've got long wash tunnels, spacious vacuums, and amazing staff that want to take care of every little detail so you don't have to worry about a thing. The summer months are upon us. We've been talking about the fact it's going to be raining in and out for the next 4 days. You go into the beach, you got sand in there. All of these things working against your nice, clean car. That's why I need to think about the unlimited membership plan, which will have you going through anytime you need to keep your car as clean as can be all the time. Locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and Palm Harbor. Make your way to your local Bubble Down today, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time. You Bull Down.
Hey, ladies. Hey, fellas. And the people that don't give a
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hi, welcome to IKEA.
Hey, I'm moving into my dorm soon, and I don't know where to start.
You're in the right place. IKEA family members save up to 15% off college essentials to help you feel right at home.
Okay, wow. Maybe you can help me pick my classes, too?
Furniture is more my thing.
Fair.
Visit us in-store or online from 7/1 to 8/5 for more details. Offer valid 7/1 to 8/5/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for details. Restrictions apply.
$2 bowling for your entire family at Pin Chasers. You can get a family pass for only $18.99 plus tax per adult. And you can bowl for $2 for the whole family. An awesome deal, valid for 30 days of fun from your date of purchase. $2 per game per person, up to 5 players. Pinchasers.net to reserve your lane and for details.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
Fence Outlet has helped our customers keep children and pets safe with quality fences for over 30 years. Now is the time to install your Fence Outlet fence. Visit fenceoutlet.com today to set up your free estimate and discover our wide selection of fencing options. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times, some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Summer's here. It's time to get your backyard ready or your front yard. Custom patios, pavers, driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to crew for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Hit them up today at watermanproperties.net. You'll get personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, guaranteed same-day response. No waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Give them a call at 813-715-7383 or watermanproperties.net and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to the erexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
Storm season is here. Don't wait until there are named storms in the Atlantic to find out that you've got a hole in your roof that is leaking water everywhere. Get a free roof inspection by going to universalroof.com universalroof.com for universal roof and contracting. You can save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Universalroof.com for universal roof and contracting.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Setting show in for JP. Thanks for being here.
You knew that I was coming cause you heard my name, but you don't know my game and never felt my pain. Can't read my brain, but you read my lips and got scared when you heard that I was coming with hits. Now don't even trip, be a man instead. Give thanks I'm alive when I should be dead. I'm in the red cause my mind's distorting. People claiming they know me, but they only know a portion. I'ma move mountains and touch the sun.
800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. I'm starting an official initiative to be present in the 1025 The Bone YouTube chat room. I got people in there asking me how much money they need to put forward to get Mo to do comedy at the Beach Bash. I don't think that number exists. Maybe it's $2,000. Somebody, Emezru, on the chat said, "Hey, John, has Dizzy ever had a cheese curd?" Dude, this man you're a cheese curd aficionado, right? The poutine. How do we say it?
Poutine.
Poutine. He's all about that poutine, which is covered in cheese curds. Those Canadians be eating cheese curds.
Yes, sir. Cheese curds gravy with the fry.
Do they? Now, I know that it's in the poutine, but do the Canadians have like fried cheese curds?
Yeah, I'm sure that's a thing you can get.
Yeah, because I know that's a big Midwest thing. I wasn't sure if that traveled north or south or up or down.
I love me some cheese curds. So you're out there, Florida Poutine Comedy. Don't be late.
Seriously. Yeah, shout out to Knuckle Boom, Amezru, JMS, Mark Hamilton, Run Levy. Get up in the Bone chat room at the 1025 The Bone YouTube page where you can stream all of the shows. Sending show will technically start in 30 minutes. We're going to be here until 3. Then Drew Garabo Live takes over with a cat named Mo. And things will go back to normal, quote unquote, tomorrow. Mike Olivero will be in for JP. We will be on at 1. And, you know the rest. It was funny. So I was with Gio on Saturday night. He came out for the Luis J. Gomez taping. And we talked a lot about the Beach Bash. And he kept saying something about the Beach Bash. And I want to get it. I don't know if he said it this morning, but I wanted to pull it if he said it on the Mike Calta show to have it as a drop every time we talked about it. And I asked him in the last break what it was because I couldn't remember. He just kept saying, mistakes will be made and lives will be changed forever. And I think if we would have played our cards right, that phrase should be airing on every commercial for the Beach Bash because it's probably close to right.
Yeah.
Mistakes will be made and lives will be changed forever.
Yeah, like I said, it's basically the Calta cruise on land.
Yeah,
that was
steroids.
The quote I feel like for there too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a time. So make your plans. If you don't have a room, I believe there's still boat slips available. So my genius idea was if you got the money to spend, rent a houseboat and then come and just get a slip at Sky Beach. And if you don't know where Sky Beach is, it's right off of 275. On the other side of the Pinellas side of the Skyway Bridge. They've put millions and millions of dollars into this place over the last couple of years. It's completely renovated. It is absolutely beautiful. The rooms are all new. Did you get your email with your room reservation?
I do. I heard that there's going to be a block of us somewhere.
Yeah.
And then other personalities off. Do you think we're in the block or do you think we're off in the cut?
Oh. You heard that?
You didn't hear that?
I heard. I think I left by that. I left a little bit earlier than you did when you started talking about.
Oh,
checking
okay,
and all
yeah.
I left.
So
I had just heard that we would be near each other. That was the only thing I had heard. So some of us will not be.
Yes, they'll be because just how it works with the blocking in the rooms. There's going to be a section of us in one area, and then a few other personalities who are obviously getting rooms, just not in the block with us.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't know which one I'd like more, to be honest. I think I'm kind of fine with either, I think.
I don't care either way. It would be nice to just be like oh, John's right next to me.
Yeah.
You can go pop in. We can have some drinks and then go move on. But also, there's something about like I'm off to the side where I don't have to interact with everyone all the time.
Well,
you know?
that was something that Gio was talking to me about because they did a few years back. They did a birthday bash thing at the Postcard Inn in St. Pete. Did you work that, or were you a part of that, or were you there for that?
No.
But theirs is different because all of the rooms kind of surround the pool, so everybody knew where everybody was. So he said 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, like there's just people pounding on your door. Like people are just, once everybody figures out where your room is, it's just like game on. So, you know, I think I'm fine with that. I might wear a disguise in it every time I go to my room just so people don't know. But at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So if people figure out where, you know.
Well, now that I know that information, as soon as I figure out where Gio's room is, I'm going to treat it like where me and Nicole live
Just
now.
the main lounge,
I'm going to throw fire hydrants. I'm going to light trash cans on fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to break into his car.
I do have a couple people that I've already talked to that have rooms where I might just be in a rotating room all weekend. like I'll spend half the day in one room, and then I'll go to the other room, and then I'll sleep in another room. Macho Man in the Bone YouTube chat, John said, just rent a houseboat, spoken like a man with host money. I'm not renting a houseboat. I can't. I'm just saying if it is something that you could do, then maybe that's an option. I could not do it.
No.
And a lot of people can't. But if you've got that type of disposable income, then that would be an option for you to be able to stay up.
Our version of a houseboat, getting one, is putting it in Mo DeWitt's ear. Like, you know, you should get a houseboat, dog.
I should send him that note right now. Yeah, what I would do would be I have like a kayak or canoe, and then I'd just be curled up in it at night, sleeping, you know, in a sleeping bag in my canoe. So you're right. I did say that, but I couldn't do it if I wanted to.
I was asked on social media, direct message by a couple people, and I never responded. It was, is the sip and slide going to be a real thing?
Dude, I feel like we need to try and pull it off.
I think we should now because when we were talking about it, I thought it was a great idea.
Well, it should be pretty easy to do. Yeah. Like we don't need a bunch. Like we really
a tarp and soap.
I mean, or I could just order a couple. Slip and slides. My only concern,
he says he don't got host money. Dude. This man said I could just get some slip and slides.
I saw one that had a dual racing system for $30. I could put down $30 towards a slip and slide. My only worry is you normally need like a flow of water, like a hose or something. So we would have to. I don't know that we would have that, but I don't know that that's enough reason to not do it.
You don't need too much water. You could, again, you could counter that. Well, not counter that, but you could put soap on, like dishwashing soap, and that would be basically like having the water. You would have the thing to,
and then maybe just a bucket. We could just pull the water from the Gulf and just splash it up on there. Yeah, I think we need to. Let's not totally commit to it, but I will work to ensure that there is a sip. What did we call it by the end of it? The rip, sip, and slide by the weekend, and we're ready to go with that. So I think it's too good to not try. I also have another secret weapon that I will be bringing to the beach bash that will bring lots of people lots of joy. I don't want to say anything about it. I'm going to debut it there, but it was actually on my drive back from the comedy club on Saturday night. I had an ingenious idea of a drinking-based accessory that I think will bring a lot of people joy that I'll be riding around with.
Drinking-based accessory?
You wouldn't guess it in a million years.
Okay.
I don't think you would, at least. I don't know for a fact. Well, I'll go ahead and say it. I think I do believe in psychics. I think some psychics are psychic. I think there are more psychics out there that aren't doing anything. If you're on hold, I will get to your calls, I promise. I just think a lot of them have found a way to rip people off. And the reason that I bring this up is because a Manhattan fortune teller, which I don't know if there's technically a difference between a fortune teller and a psychic, with a shady history, has scammed a 43-year-old mother out of $87,000. This woman was struggling to live. She was she cleaned hotel rooms for a living, but was giving all of her money to a psychic. This woman, Pamela Ufi, she's 28, was arrested Thursday and charged with 1 count of grand larceny and 2 counts of fraudulent accosting. So this woman would trick this lady into handing over thousands of dollars in a scheme that goes all the way back to 2023. The first thought with so many people when they read these are, what an idiot. Like, what an idiot that you're giving this person all your money. But dude, to me, you're preying on people who are in need of something in their life. Like if you are somebody who would give a psychic $87,000 over the span of 2 years, Like something, you're looking for something in your life that you don't think you're really going to be able to get on your own. So this victim was walking through Times Square after working cleaning hotel rooms in April of 2023 when this psychic walks up to her and goes, oh, you have a darkness around you. I can sense the darkness. And she says, I can tell you what's going on for $100. I can tell you who's haunting you and what dark spirits are around you for $100.
Okay.
So she does the $100 and begins to tell her and then says, well, to fully understand what's going on with you, I'm going to need to do more research.
Oh my God.
So she tells the victim that her son was going to die if she did not let her lift the generational curse that was over her.
It's like Final Destination.
Exactly. So she tells the victim that she and her son, Ufi also told the victim that she and her son would die. So it turned out as just her son. Eventually said, well, you're both going to die. So then the psychic eventually says the only way to lift the curse is if she gave her more money. Since money is the root of all evil, she needs to get rid of her money to lift the curse. But the cash was never returned. And by the time it was all said and done over a span of 2 years, she took this woman for $87,000.
Oh my God.
And you think, it's hard to just go, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How are you giving? Wait, the saddest part about it was this woman was broke. She was giving this woman all of her money over the span. Imagine how much money you make cleaning hotel rooms. I mean, I would think that that's somewhere around, even in New York, what, $40,000 a year? Maybe, let's say you make $50,000 a year. Doing the simple math here, it feels like she may have been giving this psychic all of her money.
Is there anything you think you would pay to know about yourself and an excessive amount? So if she came up to you and she's like, hey, something's going to happen to your wife, pay me $100 and I'll get you to figure out what it is. And then $500 down the road, you're still paying.
They would have to start. First of all, no. The simple answer is no. But the only way that you'd get me to pay you anything is if you said something so unbelievably true that I felt there was no way in hell you could actually know that. That would be the only way. Like, I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
But if you just came up to me and said, hey, I know this has happened in your life. Like, I know that, I don't even know what it could be. Something that nobody on earth could possibly know, and a random stranger comes up and says it to me, you would pique my interest a little bit.
If they came up and they're like, hey, your mother and father have this other child that I feel the spirit connects you with. Do you want to find out more about this long-lost brother you have?
They would have to come up to me and go, I know.
Like, they call you by your name.
Yeah, John, out of the middle of nowhere in Times Square. John, are you John? Were you born in the summer months of 1986? I'm seeing a vision here. Do you have a brother, a younger brother?
Yeah.
Is his name Travis?
Okay.
And then eventually you've piqued my interest.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing a mother figure. Her name starts with an S.
Yeah.
And a father figure. Do you share a name with your father? She's getting me chummed up. She's getting me feeling a little bit something.
When was the last time you talked to your sister that shares the name with your mother?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't have one. And she goes, oh, definitely do.
That's worth $50. I
Only
think that's worth $50.
Okay.
You're going to be very hard pressed to get me to pay. The other thing about psychics, and like I said, I think there are some.
Yeah.
I think there are psychics that are legit. I've heard very, very good things about this psychic that's right in the same plaza with us. I know people that have gone to her and she's told them things about her parents and about their childhood that they believe there was no way she could have possibly ever known. But I do, and maybe this is just me believing in too much, I worry about like entering that realm. I worry about you've now let somebody get into this in-between realm and they're going to open the gate for an evil spirit or a demon.
Yeah.
That would be my that would be my biggest concern, and why I probably never just went and sat down with them.
That's so my mom and sister, my sister basically some way informed, I think someone she works with, their aunt or grandma psychic. She is the medium type thing. My mom and them swore by it and was like, let's get you read. And this was like in 2020. I was like, and I said the first thing you said, I don't want to mess with those type of things. They're like, what do you mean? I go, Yeah, what happens when she unlocks this realm where she can see stuff, and now I'm followed by some demon spirit, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're an idiot. I will say I was very hesitant. I never did it. I was very hesitant until I started hearing my sister's readings. And my mom was like, well, you know your sister's going to have a baby. I was like, Megan, she's never going to have a baby. She hates kids. She swore she would never have any. She became pregnant.
Really?
And then they were like, there was one part, because they were going over the stuff that's true. They go, the only thing that they said about Megan, they were like, what? How could that be true? Was someone close from you, a loved one, is stealing from you. And they immediately thought, oh, your husband. Why would he steal? He makes more. And they couldn't figure it out. And I immediately in my head went, I've been taking money off her.
Oh, damn!
Because she was staying with my parents, and they had she had like a change drawer, and I was taking singles.
Oh, damn! And the psychic knew about your skimming off the top.
That I was in there hustling my sister. Not even hustling, stealing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So in my head, I went, I should probably do this because she obviously knows what she's talking about.
And I think some are legit. Let's take one call. And then we'll step aside for a moment. You've been holding for a minute. What's going on? Sending show, filling in for JP.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Hey, what's up?
What up?
I wanted to ask if you ever watched Money Heist.
Money Heist? That doesn't ring a bell. Does that ring a bell with you, Diz?
Money Heist, no.
It's on Netflix, bro. It's the greatest heist series of all time.
Is it a real... Oh, it's a series about people... Wait, is this American?
It's dubbed.
Gotta go. I don't do dubbed. I don't do accents, and I don't do dubbed.
He's got the better blood of my old man.
Do not go anywhere. More Sending Show on the way. You know, we live in a world where OnlyFans is very prominent. We live in a world where more than ever, sex work is work. And we tend try not to judge sex workers. But you can't tell me it doesn't chap the ass of a father whose daughter is out there getting railed for money. I've got a story that connects to it, and I'd love to hear from papas whose daughters are out there doing naughty things on camera. All that and a bunch more coming up next on More Sending Show.
To Jay's Tavern, and it happens that the boys were there.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation. Oasis.
Live in California.
Oasis. Head to theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster, and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
When you call Bolt Electric,
we're going to get there fast.
And we're going to work slow.
Wait. We're going to work slow?
Yep, because we are going to do it right.
Oh, I get it. Sure.
We get to your door in a flash.
But we never rush through the job.
Our Bolt electricians are trained to take the extra time needed to make sure everything is done perfectly.
The only way anything electrical should be done.
Got an electrical problem? Get Bolt. Online at boltelectric.com.
If you're looking to buy a custom engagement ring, you know where to go. That is the Golden Diamond Source. Family owned and trusted for over 40 years, just minutes from anywhere in Tampa Bay. You can stop by the Golden Diamond Source on Olmerton Road and let them make a unique, beautiful ring for your future bride in anybody's price range. And you get it done without all that sales pressure. Because at the Golden Diamond Source, they just want to make sure you leave happy and with a great investment in your marriage future. At the Golden Diamond Source, they're not just there for engagement rings, they're a jewelry super center. From birthstones to tennis bracelets to diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, the Golden Diamond Source can make it happen. And did you know that right now gold is at an all-time high? If you bring in your old jewelry, Steve and Julie Weintraub will buy it and offer the highest trade-in values of the year. It's a perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing and turn it into something that you'll never want to take off. It only happens at the Golden Diamond Source with the largest selection of jewelry, including men's jewelry. Stop in there for all your jewelry needs and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Kelta Show.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Weather type Mike, if a hurricane is bearing down on Tampa Bay, does it really matter if you have hurricane-rated windows, or will shutters protect just as well?
Well, Michael, if a hurricane's heading for Tampa Bay, hurricane-rated windows aren't just important. They're the difference between riding out the storm and filming your roof fly off on TikTok. Shutters are fine if you like playing Home Depot roulette the night before the landfall. But hurricane windows, they're built in, locked in, and tougher than me trying to say no to a tray full of fresh chocolate chip cookies. And listen, I'm not dragging out a ladder in 100-mile-per-hour winds unless it's to rescue a cheesecake that blew into the neighbor's yard. So yes, they matter a lot.
Let's face it, when the hurricane comes, you want to be protected by a tent or by an armored tank. Call WeatherTight Windows today and secure your home for hurricane season.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
Vroom. Welcome back to Sending Show. Filling in for JP. The man returns on Wednesday. You'll get the Mike O Show tomorrow. The Mike O Radio Show, that is. 800-771-1025. You can watch the radio. What a thing. Go to the 1025 The Bone YouTube page. I'm officially embedded in the YouTube chat. Rule V. I went to a psychic and ran after I paid that. That was the first time I was electrocuted. I don't get it. I will, not gonna lie. We just got our first peek. If you're watching, where's the camera? I'll show the camera right now. We got the first couple pins. You couldn't see it. But still, we got the, you're going to be seeing them on social media. The first Setting Show Vroom Vroom pins. There's 300 of them. We're going to be giving them away at the National Aviation Academy tent on Saturday, 11 to noon. Setting Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Hello, 941. Yo.
Yeah, my name's Craig. You guys were talking about scams.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Craig. I want to give you a chance, but your phone is it's terrible.
Oh, sorry, bud. You're talking about scams.
Okay, yes, I am.
And yesterday I told my girlfriend about these panhandlers, how much money they make. I do construction, so I stopped and asked the guy. He goes, dude, I make $500 a day standing around the corner. Why would I work for you? So we watched this thing on YouTube yesterday. They got a business of this. They get on a bus in the morning, 7 of them, and get dropped off. These guys are making bank. These panhandler guys on the corners in Florida.
So you're saying why even try to be a psychic when you can just ask for money and make a bunch of money?
Exactly. Just go out there with a sign and say, "Hey, I'm a deadbeat."
Yeah, there's something to it. I mean, that would be easier and somehow more morally sound than if you lied to somebody and told them that you were getting rid of a curse. Yeah, I always wonder. Like, you hear about that, and people always go, "Oh yeah, there's the panhandler. He parks his Mercedes-Benz around the corner, and then he sits there and takes money from people." I don't know how true those stories are. That being said, I think a panhandler posted up in the right place with the right sign. I think a dog too. I think I am so much more likely to give a panhandler money if they have a dog. I also don't. I've never come to the proper conclusion on whether or not I think it's right for a homeless person to have a dog.
If you have a funny sign, I will give you money. That's all it takes.
If it's honest, if it's honest, and a lot of times if it's somebody sitting outside of a liquor store, like, you're already there. You know, I'm not going to be the guy to change your life.
Yeah.
So rather than lie to me and tell me that your car's up the street and you need to get gas or whatever it may be, I'll go, are you trying to get some booze? Like, I'm not above buying a hobo outside of a store a couple airplane bottles and letting him get his buzz on. Like, I'm not going to single-handedly fix him, and I'm probably only making it worse, but I'd rather all that than the lying in the games of I need to eat or I need to go buy gas for my car that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it was like last year at some point, I was driving to International Mall or whatever, and I was at the light, and I look over, and the guy said, "I'm broke. Just give a vinegar $1." I was
with
the sign.
Hard R?
Yeah, hard R. No. At the A.
Okay.
A at the end.
Well,
and I was like,
that's respectful.
And I was like, you got it. And I looked, I only had a 5. I go, he gets a 5.
A 5 spot.
The show was the sign was popping. I was like, you deserve it. You made me laugh. Take this money.
Yeah, it's really those, I don't know. I am absolutely a sucker. I will say, if in the right situation, if you say the right thing and I happen to have cash in my pocket, there's a chance I'll cut you off something.
Yeah.
And I know it's not good, and it's like feeding the seagulls, and I don't love what's happening in downtown St. Pete as of late, where the homeless are out of control. And it's so weird because they got better and then they got worse. They passed that law where you weren't supposed to be able to camp outside in public in Florida. And I think they went and got everybody and they moved them to these little areas in the woods and stuff. But that's all done because local businesses in St. Pete have been meeting, begging the city to help them in and around Williams Park. And I mean, we were down there a couple weeks ago, eating outside on a patio, and we were accosted by like 3 or 4 homeless people. And
That's
I mean,
the worst.
I'm sad. I am sad that you are on drugs, that your life is in shambles. It doesn't make me feel good that you're homeless. That being said, for people that are just out enjoying a nice dinner outside in St. Pete, I don't think you should be accosted and have somebody begging you for money in your face that's probably often unpredictable and on drugs. So how you do right by the hobos while also protecting the people that are just out there trying to live their lives, I do not have the answer to that, but there's nobody does. I mean, in a way, I think Florida is lucky because when you look at our situations compared to what's going on in some towns out west and even I know Asheville, North Carolina is another big one where the homeless have gotten very aggressive and out of control. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do to help them.
Yeah, it's the worst when you walk outside of, like, I've never been accosted at a restaurant. That's crazy to me. Usually what they do is they're outside the 7-Eleven, the racetracks, and as soon as you come out, they're like, hey, man, can I get a moment of your time? Listen here.
Yeah.
That's another reason. It sounds bad. Another reason why I just don't like having cash on me. Because my excuse is like, oh, I'm sorry, man. All I got in my card. I'll get you next time.
And it's funny because I know the day is come. There are absolutely, and I haven't experienced it, but there are absolutely homeless people out there with Venmo.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they'll be like,
don't you need a bank account for that?
I think you can. I think you can have a Venmo account. I think you can just have a phone that works in a Venmo account and probably still be able to panhandle. Which, I mean, is having a cell phone not homeless enough? Like, it's like, oh, you got a cell phone, sell that. Sell your cell phone and eat, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure what the line is on being homeless. Sending show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Charles, man. Gentlemen, it's good to see you Saturday, by the way. But look, I have been called the hard R.
Oh, no.
Twice in the past 2 days because I would not give up money to a panhandler.
Oh, now these were these white panhandlers?
Of course they were.
Oh man, dude, what
they were.
What is that? How does that end up? Do you just walk away, or you?
I laugh at them. I just laugh at them, and I say that's why you homeless.
Where are these interactions happening? Where there seems to be an abundance of racist hobos.
The first one was in. Are you familiar with Palm River? Down by 41 and Adamo.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know that area very well. I was going to ask. Yeah, the one in the Brandon
That was
area.
the first one. Almost all the way to Brandon, correct. And then the second one was, believe it or not, TNC, baby.
Oh, yeah. They'll get you out there.
It's unpredictable over there at TNC. You never know what you're going to
get. And I'm not going to jail over a homeless person. I just laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? But you're right, though.
Well,
I'm sad
what you got to do is when they say that, you go, yeah, but I got this money. You hold a bunch of cash and just play with it in your hands as you drive off.
You just have to find comfort in the fact of knowing that you're an upstanding individual in society and they're begging strangers for money. So.
If I'm in my car, I put my car in neutral, start revving my gas and go, I don't even need this gas. I'll just get some more. I got money for it.
Dude, all right, fellas, have a good one,
It was nice meeting you. I hope we're going to see you this weekend, right?
Man, definitely. You'll see me this weekend for sure.
All right,
pull up, dog.
Pleasure. I wanted to touch on this real quick, only because it was so damn funny. I heard them mention it on the morning show earlier today, and then I saw the story popping up about how in England they're having like crazy hot summer, hotter than they've ever had. So there's been this study that was done, and they're now encouraging people in the summer months to put yogurt on their windows. They say that it can decrease the temperature in your home in some cases by like 15 or 20 degrees. And it's only funny because, we had my niece and nephew at the house last week, right? Big yogurt fans from what I gather. So the week before, Danielle, we've got, the way that our house is set up is the pool is in the center. So we've got like a ridiculous amount of sliding glass doors in our house that go all the way around. And just always trying to keep them clean. So Danielle actually got a company that came and cleaned all of our sliding glass doors like a week before our niece and nephew came. And dude, the windows at this exact moment are completely covered in yogurt. They had yogurt. They were eating yogurt every morning, and then they would just go to the windows and smear them all over. So I got to send them this story this morning and say, thank you for looking out for our efficiency in our home, because our windows are about 50% coated with yogurt fingers. I don't know who or how or anybody in their right mind would take yogurt and just start smearing it on their windows. But again, in England, in a place that I never hope to go, they're recommending that to people to keep the temperature down in their house.
I've never heard of that ever, and that's not something that should catch on at all. It definitely doesn't work. There's no way.
It feels like it would be expensive. Like, how much yogurt do you need to coat your windows?
Yogurt's not expensive, though. Well, I guess depending on which yogurt you get, you are right. You are spending a pretty dollar.
You're doing like the Activia or the I love a Go-Gurt. I'm Go-Gurt till I die.
Go-Gurt?
You keep Go-Gurts in the crib for the kids?
Yeah.
Dude, the secret, somebody turned me on to this years ago.
Put it in the freezer?
You got to put it in the freezer, dude. You put it in the freezer, and then it's this delightful frozen treat that's somewhere between ice cream and yogurt.
You ever walk into a glass door?
Oh, I have in my life, but you know what happened to Big Kev. You know what happened to Kev?
No. Like recently?
Within the last 4 years or whatever.
Recently,
So I can never remember if it was because we did this twice. We did it once for New Year's and we did it once for Halloween. There was this little hotel right on the water in Clearwater, and we had an inn because the owner listened to the show. So we would rent out this whole hotel, and we did it probably with like 8 different couples, and we would get, I think there's like 10 rooms. We would just take over the whole place. You got the pool, you got the tiki bar, you got everything, and you're just there for the weekend. We did it a couple different times, and I think it was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve, and we're kind of in the pre-partying phase of the evening, and so everybody's got their own room, and Kev was in a room that was on the lower level, and I remember these. It's funny because we always blamed it on the fact that I don't remember who they were, but some women were invited, and they showed up like decked out, like hoots out, dressed to the nines for this little party that we were planning there, and the real secret thing here is my buddy Jake had went into Kevin's room. The door was open. He went in and used the bathroom, and when he left, he shut the door. So we were all getting ready for the evening and everything like that, and I was actually upstairs, and out of nowhere, you just hear the loudest blood-curdling thud you've ever heard in your life, and he got up to go get ready in his room, thinking that door was open, and he slammed into it. Like slammed into it, hit the ground, and over the next 2, 3, 4 hours, he's just like, something's not right. My fingers are tingling. My toes are tingling. Something is not right. And I mean, keep in mind, this is New Year's Eve. Everybody's like in party mode.
Yeah.
So we were worried about him, but nobody had a grasp on how serious it was. So we were like, let's get you in the pool. We get him in the pool, and he's kind of floating around. He's like, okay, maybe I'm feeling a